Hello and welcome back to the Crust. In our last episode, I gave you all a kind of a catch-up bit about where we're at with this current Sandbox run and what is kind of what my kind of plans were. And it's been 2 or 3 days since that episode, and I've made a little bit of progress. For one, I now have colonists. I think I have a dozen colonists. It doesn't tell me how many, but I think there's a dozen in there. And I have room for a dozen, so that's kind of maybe I only have 9. Maybe now I gotta count them. Doggone it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. I'm preparing to hire 3 more. I have mostly engineers, but I have a few. I have one, maybe one botanist or something. They all can do all the jobs, so I can't tell that either. Wasn't there a way to tell what their actual role was without going through each one? I thought it was this, but that tells you where they're working, not what they do. Most of them are engineers, though. I have 1 scientist right now and 1 botanist, and the rest of them are engineers. I don't see how to directly assign them to a building, to work at the building, so I'm not sure how that exactly works. I was thinking I could click on this, but you can't, so I'm not sure. I'll have to fiddle with that some more. I'm also working on setting up some large hydroponic farms rather than the small ones. The small ones give me 40 food every like 14 days. The large ones give a bit more. 50 food every 500 versus 20 food every 400. I'm not sure. I guess what the time is there. Unless 400 minutes is something close to 14 days. Looks like it's 28, maybe? It could be 28 minutes per day. That rounds nicely, at least. I don't know if that's or comes close anyways. I'm not sure if that's the exact number or not, but these are growing. These are growing, and they're growing rather slowly, so it takes a little bit of time. So I'd like to maybe boost the production a little bit. But we also may have the issue of not the slag, but getting in enough other things. They're also tasked to do a few other things, like cleaning up this mess here. I built a building here that I realized I didn't want there, so then I took it back down again. I'm going to end up adding buildings over here or on the back, but right now I've got belts in the way, so I'm not going to do that just yet. We'll do that a little bit later, or remove the belts or something. But I didn't really need it anyways. I can't remember if I had all of this done on the bus. I think I had it up to here. So I've added in, I haven't hooked any belts up to them yet. We can probably do that today. But I added a couple of high-tech factories, making 2 of the recipes they can make. And why only 2? That's because it's control units and composites, which are the only 2 recipes here, or 2 of the only recipes here that are actually unique to this building. We can already make modular frames, we can already make CPUs, we can already make microchips, and we can already make duralumin. I do need to, and we can already make components. I do need to set up an energy cell production at some point, but I'm not making the helium, which is the middle icon there, yet, so I didn't bother with setting that one up yet. I need to figure that part out. I've also been doing a whole lot of stuff on the moon surface, I guess, for lack of a better word, as well. I've been doing a lot of scanning. So we have our MDR, which is doing some mining here, and I have it heading to rare earth mineral rich areas, although I also would like it to, hopefully be in a zone that's also giving us at least one of the other minerals as well, because the rare earths are calculated separate from the others in terms of the products that come in. You can see, like here in the cargo bay, it's got 2,000 units of regolith with the 20% slag, 28% iron oxide, 41% silicon oxide, and 9% aluminum oxide distribution, and then 900 rare earth elements that are separate from that. So you can kind of see why they're getting silicon oxide and iron oxide from there, and I guess a little bit of aluminum as well. Yeah, a little bit of aluminum as well. There's no real titanium here, but I keep moving it around because, as you can see, there's holes in the middle of these super, sorry, I keep calling them super alloy like I'm playing Planet Crafter. These rare earth rich areas, and that's because I mined all of the rich stuff out of the middle of those. I kind of moved the MDR around a little bit and had it do a little more digging and moved it around a little bit into the brightest red of this, bright red and darker orange spots as well. So I'm going to move it down here eventually, which will still be within that area, maybe within that area, maybe a little bit of titanium then too, which wouldn't be a bad idea or bad deal, but kind of moving it around. But I'm revealing these areas with the rover now. The rover is kind of useless at this point. I have scouted all the question marks that were available to me on the moon map. And so the rover's secondary or later task, once you unlock it technologically, is to do this scanning via this button here, Geological Exploration, and that reveals where everything is in terms of what minerals are, which resources are where. Well, that's a really good super highlight spot. It's so good it's white. And so it kind of scans out in like a concentric circle there a little bit, and it keeps growing, and eventually we'll fill in a circle that you can see that's about that big. And then I'm doing a locate hidden objects when I finish that scan, because there have been a handful of hidden objects, and I've done them all. I think maybe not that one. That one I might have just gotten. But it may locate a handful of hidden objects that are around that I hadn't found yet, because I've forgotten to do that on this save, the locate hidden objects. All the contracts are all the contracts. Those are completely separate. Those pop and go away, just like they're literally just contracts in the Commerce Center, just on the map here, which is actually a very useful way of picking out which moon contracts you want. We'll get into that in just a few moments. But I do the locate hidden objects, which caused me to find a bunch of like solar panel sites and fuel factories and things that were in the area here that I've already revealed all of. And as I've gone around, I've been doing that scan every time. So I'll find them as I get them. And as soon as we get that done, as soon as that one finishes, I can show you what that does. Research complete. I've been doing just a crazy amount of researches too. So you can see here on engineering, we're way down here now. Which I can actually apply some of these. I haven't applied all these upgrades to the factories yet, but I can apply those to the factories. And then on fundamental, we're quite a ways down as well. The question marks are things that are not available yet. So even if you complete them, like this one's complete, you can't do this one. So I've just been doing these like crazy. Kind of, you can see the queued ones there, and more and more and more, and a lot of them are just upgrades to the MDR or the rover or the truck. Or whatever it is, batteries, fuel generator. I still haven't built a fuel generator. I should probably build one of those. So all of that. And then social is actually probably the least advanced one, but I have been working on these. A lot of these have their greens done, but not the other two. Because green is ahead of the other two, because you don't really need as many greens as you need the others. And you can actually see that here. Look at all the science that I have. And this is not, unless it's still existent or extant from when I purchased it before. This is, okay, it is a couple of these longer, slower ones, or the smaller ones rather. I do still have those active, but most of this is gotten from contracts and those other POIs that I found on the moon's surface. Yeah, you can see private lab there, 60, 60, and 60. And so I'm just rife with science, which is insane, but I like it. And I'm just getting that by just nosing through the contract list every so often and finding things that I have an abundance of and getting rid of them. For the first 5 line items, anything that, like right now, steel needs to go. Anything over 2,000, I'm selling. Or I'm selling it again. For anything in the next group, anything over 1,000, I'm selling. So you can see kind of those things there, and then I still need to bring the rest of the items up here to the surface. But anything that's on this list will get sold. If there's a couple of items in a contract, like, well, that's a bad example, I guess. Like these here with this Duralumin. Like if I wanted to flip this, but I wasn't sure about the Duralumin, I'm just going in here and seeing what I have, and then selling it. If I have it, and I'll just have the drones bring it upstairs, but I'll load the concrete and the titanium automatically via the belt. The belt, by the way, is up to tier 3 now, and I can probably go up to 4 or maybe even 5. I just haven't done it yet. But like I said, I need to bring another bank of 4 up here to the surface, because the last thing I have here is not fuel, but frame. No, not frames. Modular terminals. So I need to bring frames, CPU, microprocessors, Duralumin, and nanotubes up to the surface, and then I'll have to also do another lift for control units and composites, and then the last 1 or 2 things. The other recipes, by the way, that I already have in here, I need to actually do some looking at these, which I haven't done yet, the last 5, because they are alternate recipes using 3 ingredients, but they might be better to do. I haven't looked at whether they're better or not yet, but they might be better to do 4, and that one uses all, ooh, wow, that one uses all oxides. Doesn't even need to be smelted. That's going to be a hitch in my giddy up here. I'm going to have to figure that part out with what I have arranged over here in the smelting area, because I didn't expect that. I have way too much silicon, but some of that's coming in because of the MDR. So let's take a look at the rover here. It finished its scan, so it's completed its circle. The circle's grown over time because there's a couple of upgrades for this, but the circle's grown, and I've just kind of kept going around in circles around the base, and revealing more little bubbles there. So if I do locate hidden objects, we did this early in the series, in the storyline, but you can see here this little graph, and if the bars are short, like these are varying lengths, but they're short. If they're short like this, then there's nothing within this scanning range. If there is something within that scanning range, the bars will reach up to about halfway back to the half the height here. So that's how you know if you have something you need to pick up. And usually there's not been. Like I said, there was a handful of items closer to the base and a little bit to the east, I guess. But I'm going to just do dispatch to scan. It'll go give you another bubble of resources here, and then I'll do the scan again on that one. We also have a couple of idle trucks, and they're both here in the base, I assume. I don't know where the other one is, unless they're sitting on top of each other. Yeah, they're sitting on top of each other. Okay. We need to deal with those. Before we do, though, the third truck that I have, which is this one over here, has been making regular trips back and forth to the mobile drilling rig, the MDR, and dropping off its leavings here, regolith and rare earth minerals. Right now, I'm only taking one Mark II belt downstairs, although I need to check that. Because it's coming into here. Oh boy, these need to be repaired. Why are they not repairing these? You need to repair all these. Por favor. I'm going to make them actually high priority. That is hooked directly up to... Actually, I showed this way. Hooked directly up to this conveyor elevator via this output belt carrying regolith and into... coming out here. Here I am splitting 3 different things, 3 different ways. The regolith is coming out this way and going into this last regolith refinery, multi-regolith refinery. It's getting backed up on slag. Oh, I was working on slag and then I got distracted and forgot. I'm going to have to deal with that pretty soon. Oh yes, pretty soon. This one is done, but do I want to... I'm going to need to. Let's do this real quick and then a Mark maybe 2 belt here, just to alleviate some of the pressure on this system. That one's done. These I'm trying to drain into these larger buckets, which is what I'm doing to replace the materials here. This is filling from here to here to here, and this one's filling just to this one. I'm going to eventually connect them in a circle, but for right now, that's what I have, what I'm working on, when I remember. But we're a little backed up on slag, so I needed to get the slag moving again. That's a Mark III belt in there, kind of by accident. The rest of this is all Mark II. But it's moving again, so that's fine. So coming down this lift, regolith is going into its own direct regolith refinery. You can see here that there's a lot of slag in it, so it's going to be unfortunate. But there's also a lot of silicon and aluminum in it, which tracked with what we saw in the MDR's record. Although what the MDR's mining right now isn't this; it's way behind this, because this is 4,000. And there's 1,000 in here, and then there's a bunch upstairs in the cargo thing. Also coming down this lift is rare earth elements. Those are going directly to the bus, although they're going into here, meeting in here and going into this bucket. And this bucket here is simply for drop-offs for drones sweeping the floors down here. We are still mining out all over the place here, and I'll talk about that in just a minute, actually. But we are still mining out, so that they have a sweeping spot here for that. But that is then, and that the stuff coming from the surface then is mixed evenly with that, so that this doesn't back up, because this one was backed up, or it still is backed up, and so I had to add another bucket. And then that's getting refined right now just by 3 of them, because I'm trying to get some of this stuff cleaned out. This aluminum miner is just about done. There's also mixture coming in here, and then it's going that way. I'm going to have to move this around once this one's done. I'm going to make some changes to these two. Although this one has 20,000. This one has 20,000. So I'm going to make some changes to those two, and their belt that feeds them down this way into the into this area. But I just haven't done it yet. I'm waiting for this one to finish up. I did have to delete a couple of miners, although one of them was being weird for quite a while. There was one right in here someplace, and it was empty. There was no node on the ground anymore, but it was still mining at the rate that it was supposed to be mining at, or the rate that it had been mining at before, the ratios that it had been mining at. And I was a little weirded about that. I was gonna save it and show it here in this next episode, and then it actually finished. So then I couldn't. So now though it's here, or now it's gone rather. So there's that. What else do we got? Let's see, mining, cleaning. Mining. I'm getting pretty near to the edges here. Let's see if you can kind of see it. It's gonna be a little tough on YouTube, but I can probably show it. Oh, let's see, can I see it? Yeah, actually, you can see the edge here if I use the mining tool. The edge is there. So on this side, wherever side this is, we're gonna call it east for lack of a better word. On the east side, we're actually getting ready to mine about half of what's left here along the bus line. If I end up needing more bus stuff, I'm gonna have to put it on the opposite side of the bus, but that'll be fine because I'll have everything, all the bells allocated anyway. We got a little bit more to do southward. We haven't gone quite as far southward as to the edge of the map as we did eastward. Westward is also about as far as the east is, maybe even a little bit further. Yeah, about the same here from there to here. I did find a couple of more nodes out here. I was doing some scanning earlier with a scanner, I think right in here. But I'm right here near the edge of this as well. So we're getting there. And then on the north side, it is even further away, I think, than south is. Yeah, so we have a lot to still mine underground, but
research complete. That's
fine. And when we are done mining underground, and we've also emptied out all of these nodes, then we will still have the MDR, and we'll, by that point, we'll be able to make, I assume, more MDRs to do more mining on the surface. Polar Drone Mark II, cargo capacity 5, plus 5. Okay, good, that's cool. Let's see, I still don't want to add those in. Let's just keep going in here, I guess. MDR mining speed 3, sure, why the heck not? I'm hoping the green gets, the other two catch up to the green. Which is why I have been focusing a whole lot on green. Although these dropped, we must have finished off some sciences very recently. I might have to do some more trades or sales or contracts. You finished again. I'm going to just do a quick scan here. Yeah, nothing. Okay, we'll come over this way then. I'm overlapping a lot, I think, in these with these circles, but I'm fine with it. The thing is, I mean, I'm way ahead scanning wise versus mining, so I'm fine with it. And so then what I've been doing otherwise is a bunch of contracts, either the ones via the to Earth via the flight controller, so we could look for some more blue and orange trades or sales rather. Probably not until I have more use for that, but steel was a good one. Fuel was a good one. That's green, though. I'm not going to do the slag one just because it's like 150 slag for the small boat. And, yeah, I'm not doing it. Although I would love to get rid of the slag. Eventually, I might do that. I mean, I have 2.3 million, so it's not like I can't afford it. But I would also want to have slag up here before I did that, because I don't want them having to cart the slag around and stuff. So I'm not going to do that just now, but maybe later I'll push all that off. That's not bad, but I don't have that much titanium. So titanium's been a real struggle this time. I should probably have the MDR focus on titanium for a while, but it's going to also be a very long while before I'm ready to, or I actually get to the point where I'm actually using what it mines. So I don't know. Maybe I could find a spot with titanium and rare earths to kind of join the fun there. This one's not bad, but it's not that great. It's not that big of a load, so I don't think I want to do that. I need to find one that's steel. That one's actually pretty good. 100 science, too. Maybe I should do this one. So all I've been doing is just accepting the contracts, of course, and then putting everything in, and then turning the belts on. I think I showed this in the last one. I need to turn this one off, actually, first, so that it doesn't load in too much into the box. And this one here. And you're done already. Oops, you're done already because it wasn't that many of those. It was, yeah, 7 of those. And this was like 70, 62. So I'm already there. So we can turn that off. And for some reason, I talked about this last time, but I wasn't sure. These are all resetting without priority here on the surface. The ones down below are keeping their priority settings here on the bus. But those upstairs are resetting every single time I load the game. So it's a little weird. But that is gone already. Good. And we can just kind of keep looking for, you know, base metals, mostly, at least. Except for titanium. I think I'm good on... Oopsie. Preferably steel or aluminum. I could turn that belt back on, by the way. This is finished. Good. That's another 100 science. So preferably steel and aluminum would be, and science. 4 science would be my and I really don't want to do more green because green is just so bad. That is actually disturbingly tempting, but I don't quite have that much aluminum, so I can't do that one, unfortunately. 2,900. I would need to have more storage, and I just don't have it. We could do that one, but it's not worth science, so I'm not going to do it. I could also just buy science in the lab thing. Or here, also, the Crust Solutions. I could just buy it, but I just haven't felt the need to do so just yet, or anymore recently, but I could. 17 of those, I could actually do that. I could part with 17 of those. Let's go ahead and do that one. I'm going to stay in here, though. We're not going to go back out yet. Come back here, come back there. And, bricks. How am I doing on bricks? I could do that one. We can go back to Pafek and see what they have. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's do this one here. Oops. Do that one. We could look at bricks though, maybe. That's a lot of bricks though. And I'm only making them in one thing, and I should definitely step up my brick making. But I need to finish up that mine that's finishing up now. This is the moon one, so I'm not going to do it. Gotta hope the other ones were earth ones. I'm talking and not paying attention. I do much better at that when I'm not talking and not narrating. Not that I'm that good at it to begin with, but that's quite a lot, but it's also green, so I don't want it. I could do that one. That's not so bad. Yeah, let's do this one. And that's 3 of my 4. Let's find one more to find here that might have what I want. Fuel, that wouldn't be bad. We could do fuel for orange. Come back to Grakwa. No science there. I might just have to start selling stuff for cash and just buy the science again. I have the 1 scientist, so they should be starting to work on science, but I haven't really spent a whole lot of time on that. I've literally just started bringing in the people, so that I need to maybe figure out. Let's do this one. Oh no! Crap, where's this one? Oh, okay, good. I can actually pull this one off. Let's do one of the idle trucks. Go ahead, and then come back to base when you're done. Although I don't think the back to base checkbox is working at the moment. That was bad, Wally. And I think... Oh, I hope not. Okay, good, that was a long time. Who's here? Circuits is here. Alright, let's turn circuits on. 17. You good? Now you can stop. That'd be plenty. Was that? That was 4. Okay, we'll come back to Argos, though, because I think Argos had another one that I was interested in. That'll be alright. Well, let's send the rover. That's what I've been doing also here, is when I have moon missions that are close by, I've been sending them via the rover, but I haven't really ventured out too far, distance-wise. I just kind of been doing them in the areas that I've done the scans on, just kind of as a rule of thumb. Oops, let's go out here. So there's 1 or 2 here that are inside. We could do like this one. That's 4,700 though, so I'm not going to do that. We could do that one. That's 287 fuel. I could do that. It's got 48 days. Yeah, let's assign. Yes, I can because the one just finished. Let's go ahead and assign that one and send the other idle rover or truck to do that. come back to base, even though I know you won't. It hasn't been doing it. Okay, so that one's done. Who's next? You plus 16. Oh, crap. That. Turn these on again. These should actually have the 16. No, that was these. This. Turn this on. 16. That's plenty. That one completed. That gave us more blue. You and you. Okay. The one we're doing right now. Oh, no, I didn't send enough. Oh, crap. I didn't send you enough. How did I miss that? I don't know how I missed that. I didn't send enough purple. Okay, that'll send then. That was a waste of 1,400, I think. Space bucks. Yeah, no, credits. Uh-oh, insufficient battery output. Huh? You're high. Oh, it dropped. Oh, because of the bots are doing too much other things. Wait, why are the bots... What are they doing? Are they cleaning up messes? Priorities out of whack again? Priorities out of whack again. Oh, I know what it is. I put priority on this. Let's turn those off. They'll go and do the repairs now. That's why I had to step these up. They were frozen. Alright, there's 65 things to repair. I have 32 bots that can do repairs. So we'll see what happens now. I'm going to let them just do it though, like manage it themselves. The next one that comes in should be the rest of that purple, so I'm going to leave that going for a little bit. Yet. It was 75 or something small. Come on in. 175. Okay, so I'll leave it going for just a moment here. Not very long though. Actually, it's probably long enough. Turn that off. It'll all get pulled back in here. And then we'll see what's going to be next. Let's see, that's a moon. It's going to be aluminum. Alright. I still have that input belt turned off. I'm going to wait for... That's good. Turn this on. 147. So I'll drop it down to below 19, maybe 18, something. I can't remember. It's almost full, but not quite. Little below 19, and we'll turn back off. Like, well, I better give it a little bit more because there's probably a gap before it started. No, maybe not. We'll go there. That's good. That's plenty. Plenty. Urgent contract. I can't, or maybe I can't accept it now. 50 of these on Earth. 100 grand. I don't know what they're worth. I wish you could tell what they were currently worth from this screen to know if this is actually worth it or not. But it does give me a reputation, and I have been trying to do some for rep, so we'll do that one. I'm not gonna issue it yet, though. I'm gonna flush these other ones out real quick first. Okay, good. Coming in to do that one. Contract completed. This should be the aluminum finish now. Yes, so we can turn this on then. 50 of those, 280 something, down to 230 or something. There we go. And that'll finish. Oh, send. Resources. Oops. Yeah, we gotta send resources if we want them to come and get them. Oopsie. I got a little bit of time yet because they're just here now. So, here it is already. It's already flaming. So we're good to go. That's done scanning. Let's do this scan real quick. I was hoping to maybe find something, but while you guys were all watching, that is. But nope. All right. You can tell which ones you have active contracts or actively accepted because there'll be the orange dot there as they're accepted. So you can always tell which ones you've already taken, which ones are still available. Like I could do these ones up here. I'm not going to because I only have two trucks right now that aren't doing the MDR stuff. So I've kind of been waiting until they're done before I start another one. Even if I miss something interesting, that's fine. I'll take the hit. My own sanity. MDR upgrade mining area. Increases the mining area. Okay. I think I've already seen one of those. Yeah. Wait, why is that one and this is two? That's a little backwards, y'all. Okay. So we could do some more contracts, but I think I will leave that to all your all's imagination. That was a really, really rough American speak there. I could probably have the MDR take a break for a while too, because we have so much regolith. But it's in the last one because I was like, it'll be, I don't know. Actually, probably not. Actually, that one's probably getting used more than the rest of these are. This is full because, I don't know, it's backed up something. Silicon. I need to get rid of more silicon. I do have 4 of the smelters. I could upgrade their level. Costs 150k, but it does give me a 100% speed boost. And it's not like I don't have the money. And until I get these things cleared out and can clean up this mess a little bit here, I've been upgrading them. I don't have any of them at 3 though, so I could definitely do more. But right now, the other boxes or bins here are actually low, waiting for more stuff to be processed. So there is that. Once I kind of get most of the mining done down here, as I get more mining done down here, I can also add more of these lifts or add more outputs to lifts or increase the belt speed or whatever to bring in and provide and support more upgrades here. These are all at level... Oh, that one's not been upgraded. Ooh. Okay. They're processing 240 now, which means I actually need to upgrade some of these belts. If they're actually able to process that much, because this belt is only Mark II. Let's do that, and this, and this. Actually, that's Mark III. What speed is Mark III? 240. Convenient. And this one here as well. But actually, for this one, I think I'm going to do the whole thing. All the way back to here. Like that. And so I've got... oh, and then the third thing I'm splitting off here is ice. And I had to do a little shenanigans with that because the way that this works, this cargo dock works, is there are 4 outputs over here, all for regolith. Because regolith is the primary resource you're getting back. And then there's one here that's only for rare earths, and there's one here that is for everything else. Well, that is fine. Wait a minute, what the heck's going on? Oh, this is broken again. Reset. Just ice. These on the surface are getting broken. And it probably dropped a bunch of crap on the ground. It did. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Thank you. There might be a bunch of crap over here somewhere too. Yes, all this crap here. Please come and get it. Clean it up. Hopefully they didn't leave a bunch of this crap in here too. But I do have the filter set on these. At least I hope I do. Yes. Yes. And yes. Okay, those are still set. So there may be some other crap from miscellaneous crap in there. But the way I have this set up is, since everything else comes out of this port, including ice and other things, and if the trucks that are doing missions on the surface come back with any materials, they also will deliver here automatically. So everything they deliver is going to come out this. Well, I didn't want the ice to go over here for a very specific reason, and I'll talk about that in just a second. So I had to split this off and focus the... Oh no, we're wasting science points. Green. Oh, jeez, I paused, right? Yes. Okay. Green. Ugh. Do that one. It's got a big number on it. 25,000 green. I'm going to have to stop taking green missions pretty soon. Clear that error, please. Thank you. So I want ice to split off, so I'm putting ice down this elevator as well, and then everything else will come this way. Because it's connecting up to the loop belt here, and then that can get stuffed into whatever box it goes to. Now, of course, there's the chance that there will be something that comes back that isn't matching one of these boxes, and then it'll live on this loop forever, and that's fine. Or I could, use the button to drop it off the loop once it's in like this segment or something. But that's what I'm doing with everything else. But ice will not go into these ports. I don't know why, but it will not go into these ports. So I couldn't put ice over here, so I had to put ice over there. Otherwise, I would just put a bucket up here and dump the ice into that and been fine with it. So ice is coming down here instead. It'll get fed into the oxygen system here, equal distribution to the extractor over there, and be used for making water and oxygen for the ice. Yeah, the ice thing, making water and oxygen for the interior area here. I see you're done again already. Go ahead and scan again. Let's go back to speed 2 here. Yeah, we're work good. And then we can go over here. Dispatch to scan. And then I'm trying to think of this. Oh, this is done. Yeah, this is finished. Okay. And eventually it'll start yelling about power. But it's not yelling about power right now. But the one that I told you was over here somewhere was still running, even though there wasn't a node here anymore. It was still stuck at the, you know, the right numbers, the right percentages from before, but there wasn't a node there anymore, which is kind of weird. That power pole is wrong. Actually, it's fine. This belt goes away. That was going over here, and I'm going to clean this up, but I'm not going to do it on camera. I'll do it off camera. And then I can actually put this in over here that I intended to have. Yes. And I had to do some shenanigans here with the belts. I think I'm just going to leave the shenanigans in place and just do it like this. And then like this. And then like this, of course. Build all, please. And then that needs power. And that's why this power pole is where it is in a weird spot. Because, actually, you know what? No, I can put one right there on the grid. Ooh, that's even better. When it can be on grid, it's even better. Go ahead and build that power pole, please, and I'm going to actually transfer this one over to that. Contracts completed. These are the surface ones. Got some blue and some just some money. And then we have them return to base since they didn't do that automatically, even though I told them to. And then we'll pick out new contracts. That one probably I will do just because, I mean, it's only going to give me cash, I assume. But, hey, money is good. And then maybe this one down here or one of these could be good as well. And I just kind of do the ones that are nearby. I haven't ventured off too far in any direction yet. Just doing the ones that are nearby because, well, those can be done quicker. Even if they're not the most lucrative. All right, that finished. These all... No, these don't have green already done. I'll leave those on then for a while. We'll do some more social stuff while we wait. But I think I'm going to leave this here, a little bit shorter of an episode. Oh, this finished. Maybe we won't leave this here. Let's clean this up first while y'all are here. That can go. This can go. This can go. This can go. This is empty. That's good. I want to connect these guys over here, but I'm going to actually put one of these in first. These are not cheap. They cost. Not cheap. They don't know what they cost. Duralumin, some frames. We have it, so we're fine, but we want slag in here, and I want a nice fast belt here, maybe 3. Oh, and the other thing is, I'm not worried anymore about belt costs and tearing down belts, because I did get... That's not the research screen, Molly. I did get the belt... Wait. It's over here, isn't it? I did get the full recycling of conveyors and wires, which returns 100% of credits when removing any conveyors and wires. And I also got the same thing, modules recycling, returns 100% of credits when removing any module. So even if I wanted to remove these that are fully upgraded regolith refineries, I can do that now and get all the credits back. Up until I researched that, though, any upgrades that I did, I wasn't going to get the credits back. Which, if you remember when I was talking in the last episode, I said that I did not do any upgrades on any miners. I'm still not going to, I don't think, unless there's a reason why I need to get one out of there real fast. And I didn't do any upgrades on any of the smelters until I had them in the permanent places. That was why, because I didn't want to lose the credits that I had spent. Now, it doesn't matter as much. Alright, so this will clean out. If I did this right, and I think I did, yes, I did. I can have the small bucket there still in the line of the belt, and I can output it to these guys all the way around. I can also do... I think I did these as Mark III, right? Yeah, I did. I can also do a belt in here now, going this way, as this being the end of the chain, at least right now. And that'll fill these up. These store 40,000 in the space of 5x5, and these store 9,000 in the space of 9. So that's 1,000 per tile, and this is about half again more. A little more than that more. This is 1,600, excuse me, per tile, so that actually does work out to be better. Yeah, 1,600 per tile. But I think we'll leave this here for tonight. There's a lot more for me to do, but I also accomplished a lot.
Research complete.
So I think we'll be back in a couple of more days. I'm not exactly sure when, but I hope to have some more stuff done to show you, and then we can maybe do some more projects or things while we're here, and then we'll see what happens. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.